Yo, 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 you know what it is. Welcome back, fight fans. The real one, always 100. Gabriel Skywalker here from the DFS Club, coming to you with the UFC 252 Stipe versus DC, guys. Saturday, August 15th at 7 p.m. Pacific. No, that's Eastern Standard Time. For us DFS players, this video is for you. DraftKings, FanDuel, you name it. You come to the right place. This isn't an over under. This isn't an odds video. This is a strictly fantasy video. So we cashed last time on that last card. So the streak keeps rolling for the DFS club. And you know what it is, guys. www.dfsclub.com. You get three providers in one. DFS Space, myself, Skywalker DFS. You get the DFS Whisperers. You get KBL, NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, WNBA, guys. Click the join now button. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and pick your plans. Again, this is for every single sport, not just MMA, everything. And we play every single day, multiple sports, and football's next month. So we are the cheapest in the industry. We are the largest community in the industry, and we damn took over the thing. And what? This will be our 1 year anniversary. That's right, August, our 1 year anniversary. So, shout out to the club. Happy anniversary. 1 years old. 1 year old. So, www.dfsclub.com. All right. So, let's get into it. Let's bring this up here. All right. So, the first fight on the main card. Where is Daukaus? Let's go. Here, let's pull it up. I believe it's on the prelims. I'm jumping ahead. Not there. Man, they got the here we go. They got the website all like mixed up. So first fight, Christopher Daukaus, 7.8K on DraftKings. Then you have Parker Porter. You seen these? These are big boys. All right, these are heavyweights, big heavyweights. So and Parker Porter's 8.5K. So as I'm going to start out here, let's break it down real quick. Daukaus, good, powerful striker, has bad cardio, but all these big boys do. He throws these really good high kicks for a big man. I mean, he's not as portly as Porter, I'll say. Not as portly, and I'm being nice, but Daukaus can throw them head kicks. Doesn't have a ground game, but there's very few heavyweights that do. He's also a full-time police officer, so thank you for your service, Daukaus. Then you got Parker Porter here. He's a striker. He'll throw some low kicks. He throws this overhand right, which everybody knows he's known for. Very low volume. He does have a deadly left hook also. With that said, I'm going to take the underdog here at 7.8. I'm going to take Daukaus. I just think he's a better fighter. Just Porter's just too much of a brawler for Mike. He just throws wild shit. I'm going to take Christopher Daukaus at 7.8K, and I think he gets it done by knockout. All right, because we like those knockout fantasy points. All right, let's see what's next. All right, so next up, we got TJ Brown. He is 8.8K on DraftKings versus Danny Chavez, 7.4K on DraftKings. So TJ Brown, the rundown. He's a striker. He's a grappler. Another one throws really good head kicks, but he's a lot smaller, so it's a lot easier for him to do. He does have a glass jaw. He does get knocked out. He does go for takedowns. We love takedowns. He's just a great technical all-around fighter. Danny Chavez here, good striker, great kicks. He'll keep his distance in a fight. You notice he's one of those fighters in the small cage, right? But he'll try and still keep his distance. I don't know if he can do it in this fight, being the smaller cage. He takes a lot of shots. He does have a very good chin. I don't know, guys. This one's really tough for me to pick a winner. For me, it's probably Chavez or pass because Chavez is the underdog at 7.4. TJ Brown's too much of a risk for me at 8-8. This is just a well booked fight. It's anybody's fight here, to be honest with you. So I would go Chavez. I'm gonna say Chavez is gonna win. How's that? Two dogs already, two fights. Let's go. Let's go. All right, who's next? All right, so I don't know why her picture's not up here. It just was. Felice Herrig versus Verana, guys. So Felice, she's 7.2K on DraftKings. Pretty cheap. Then you got 9K Verana here. Verana is as dangerous as she looks. All right, but Felice, she's what, 34, 35, something like that, which is old, I guess, in fighter age. But for me, I think I can still throw down at 43. But I think she might be in over her head. She's a good striker. She'll try and keep it on the feet. Felice is the only path for victory to her is to keep it on the feet. She's coming off a long layoff, very long layoff. She's a stiff fighter. She'll throw some body kicks. She'll try takedowns. Brina, on the other hand, at 9K, slow, stiff striker. She's a grappler. She's a good wrestler. She'll try and get it to the ground. I got Verana here as the winner at 9K. Although Felice could hit her with a lucky punch and knock her out. So, but I'm not going to take that chance. I do like Verana here. Virna, sorry guys. Virna, I butchered the fuck out of her name. But she's a dangerous woman. That I'm going to take her at 9K. Will she pay off that price tag? Maybe. She gets that submission. She could. But, yeah. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, so we got another Burns, guys. A lot of Burns on these cards. Herbert Burns versus Daniel Pineda, guys. So Herbert Burns is 8.9K. I got a feeling that Burns will be a chalky. I think he'll draw a lot of ownership. I haven't seen the ownership yet, but he's a name. So I already know he's going to get the ownership. Pineda, 7.3K on DraftKings. I mean, this is pretty simple. Herbert Burns, he's a striker. Very fast. He's an improving striker. He didn't used to be, but it's getting better. Very fast. Just front leg kicks. He'll throw a lot of knees. He'll clinch them up, get the knees up in the freaking solar plexus. You know what I'm saying? He's got a great chin. He'll go for takedowns. He's a submission specialist, guys. But with that said, his striking has improved. So a knockout is possible. You got Daniel Pineda here. Man, I call this guy the drug test failure. His last two fights, he failed a freaking drug test. I mean, come on, man. Really? He's a poor striker. He throws low kicks. He's more of a hook puncher, not a straight up the middle jab. Burns is going to destroy this man. Give me Herbert Burns at 8.9K. He will be chalky, though, but I'll eat that chalk. I think Burns gets him out of there by submission. All right, let's get to the next one here. All right, so we got the young ladies going at it here. We got Ashley Yoder versus Lavina Souza. God bless Ashley. Just my type right there. Beautiful woman. But you know what? Souza, look at her. You don't want to meet her in a dark alley. Souza's 8.6K. Ashley, 7.6K. So Souza, she's a better striker out of the two. She throws great body kicks. She will go for takedowns. We love takedowns in DFS. 5 points per takedown. Ashley, she's a striker. She's got poor striking defense. Like, she'll take a lot of shots to that pretty face of hers. She has very poor takedown defense, which is a recipe for disaster against Souza. She'll just like throw a jab. She'll stick and move. That's all she does. No power, just stick and move, just stick and move. That ain't gonna work here. I think Souza gets it done by submission. She gets her out of there early at 8.6K. Ashley, I love you, darling. You're a beautiful woman, but it's just not lining up. Souza's going to take you out by submission. So let's go on to the next one. All right, so I personally, like a lot of fight fans, cannot wait for this one. I love Jim Miller. Jim Miller versus Patchell here. So Jim Miller has the most wins in UFC history. This man fights every day, it seems like. But dude is so much fun to watch. He's 8.3K, which I do like. Um, Patchell is 7.9K. So just a rundown again. Jim Miller fights a lot. He's been a busy man this year. Most wins in UFC history. He will always look for a first round finish. All right, that's a blessing and a curse. He's a striker. He'll take you down at will. I think he'd rather be on the ground. Even if he gets taken down, I don't think he cares. I think the ground is where his home is. Just a great, well-rounded fighter is Jim Miller. I'm a fan. What can I say? But Patchell's no slouch here. The man's a striker. He throws high kicks. He throws low kicks. Very powerful. He has poor takedown defense, though. He does have a huge cardio advantage only because Jim Miller just tries to finish it. As soon as that first freaking bell rings, he's out there. He's going to try and murder the man. But I'm going to go with my boy Jim Miller here at 8.3K, guys. I think he wins by TKO. He's going to get him out of there early. That's what Jim Miller does. I don't see Miller going the distance. No way. So I'll live or die on that hill, and I'll go Jim Miller here at 8.3K. All right, next up. All right, so we got John Dodson here at 7.5K. Kind of a weird-looking dude versus Marabu, who's 8.7K. So Dodson, he's a striker. He's one of those guys who'll always look for a KO, kind of like Jim Miller, try to get it done early. He is fast. He's fast. He moves around a lot. He's like, shoo, shoo, shoo. That's what he does. That's his thing. He has a great chin. He can take a punch. Marabu is a striker, but Marabu is my top DFS play of this fight card, guys. And here's why. Takedowns, takedowns, takedowns. Marabu had 12 takedowns in his last fight. What's 12 times 5? Add it up. That's a lot of fantasy points. He'll clinch against the cage. He'll wear him down. Give me Marabu at 8.7 on every single lineup, guys. Just for the pure fact of the takedowns. So give me Marabu here at 8.7K. My lock of the night. All right, next up, we got a familiar face here of Junior Dos Santos. I got a feeling it's another fanboy fight. I think a lot of fanboys are going to go to Junior Dos Santos because they don't like money. Rushdrick here. Let me put it to you this way. Both of these guys, their last fight. Let me get rid of that. Sorry, guys. Whoops. Let me pause that. All right, so back to normal. So both these guys got finished in their last fight. It was pretty ugly, especially Big Boy to the right. Yeah, it was bad. Junior Dos Santos is 7.8K on DraftKings. Jerizzy Joe, I cannot pronounce his name. I can't. I just call him Big Boy. Hell, that's what he calls himself, Biggie Boy. 8.4K on DraftKings. So Junior Dos Santos, of course, he's a striker. He's a better boxer. But Big Boy, he's just also a striker. He's a lot more powerful, I think. Great counter puncher. Once he gets hit, boom, he's going to hit you right back. Low kicks, low kicks, low kicks. And we know in this small octagon, those always factor in. Give me Big Boy here at 8.4K. I'll let the fanboys chase on Junior Dos Santos here. But, yeah. Rosenstrike, give me Rosenstrike, Big Boy, at 8.4K. All right, next up. So a lot of people, including myself, the co-main event, we're looking very forward to this fight. Sean OMalley versus Marlon Vera. So this one should be a good one. If you think OMalley is going to go in there and then just get shit done in 10 seconds, you got another thing coming. Vera is no slouch. It's going to be a good fight for OMalley. A tough one. So O'Malley's a great striker, does great kicks. I ain't got to tell you about him. Stick and move. He does good on the ground. Now, Vera has never been finished, ever in his whole career. He has a great chin, throws strong kicks up the middle, elbows, knees, in the clinch. He's a submission specialist. I'm going to go out on a limb on here, and I'm going to get a lot of boos here. I'm either going to go Vera or nothing here. I think Vera has a good shot to win this fight. I might have to put Sean O'Malley back down on another. I love Sugar Sean. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan. I'm on. I'm on the bandwagon. But for 7K, that's too tempting, guys. 7K for a close fight. Give me Vera. But if you take Sugar Sean, he will be chalk. He's 9.2K. I don't see the upside. I'm going to take Vera here. I'm not on every lineup. I'll probably have a little exposure to Vera. Either Vera for me or pass. But I think Vera wins by knockout. Yo, I'm just saying. Love it or hate it, that's what I'm seeing right here. And let's get to it, guys. Let's get to the main events of the evening. We got my boy DC straight out of San Jose, California, Gilroy, California, right here versus Stipe. The third fight in the trilogy, guys. They're saying to be called the greatest heavyweight of all time. All right. DC does WWE finishers. It's a cross between the STFU by John Cena and what's Brock Lesnar's finishing move? Shit, I forgot. Brain fart. But it's a mixture between the two. You go look up Daniel Cormier body slam. He picks him up by a single leg. He'll grab him. He'll pick him up, turn him up over his head, and body slam him. More of like a STFU by John Cena. And then he'll jump on him like he's going to cover him. Like I'm waiting for the ref to give the 3 count. So this fight is 1-1. 1-1. Both have lost by knockout. Cormier took the first one by knockout. Stipe got in those body. Once he started hitting DC, I'm so excited. I'm stuttering. Once he landed those body shots and he saw it was working against DC, he did not let up. He did not let up on those body shots. Left the space wide open. He got tagged. Cormier went down, and then it was over. So, for me, this is a pick'em. I want DC to win because I'm a fan. He's my hometown fighter here. But Stipe is the champ. He is no joke, guys. Stipe is very, very dangerous. The dude can take punches all day long. He blocks punches with his face. The man has one of the best chins I've seen in MMA. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think Cormier learned from that last fight. I think he's going to get back to old school Cormier. I think he's going to try and take it down. Stipe is very hard to take down. Very hard. But I think that's going to be Cormier's plan. He's going to go back to his old school wrestling, which is what he does. I mean, he's a dirty boxer up close. He tried to get up close and throw them jabs, and then those uppercuts. Stipe throws kicks, elbows. I mean, he's a bad man. For me, so DC's 8K, Stipe is 8.2K. I might fade this fight completely and just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. But it's good for fantasy points because it is a 5-round fight. And I do think one of these men are going to go out. I think it does not go 5 rounds. I'm going to go DC here, guys. I'm going to go DC by submission. Not submission. Knockout. And it's hard to knock out Stipe, which is saying something. But he did it before. I think he'll do it again. I think he'll wear him down with the wrestling. I think you'll see a whole different fight this time. I think Stipe is going to come out with the same strategy. Go to the body, because it worked last time. But I think DC is going to body slam him again and try and keep him on the ground a little bit longer, not try and sit there and go toe-to-toe with him, you know? So, give me DC here, but I'm probably going to fade this fight for fantasy purposes. But, yeah, give me DC here at 8K. Get him out of there early. I don't think this one goes the distance. First 2 didn't. Why would this one? And that's going to do it for the video, guys. I do appreciate it. I know it's late Friday night. I try and get these done earlier in the week, but I got NBA and MLB videos I do every single night, so it's tough. But don't think I'm not doing my homework on these fights. I've been watching them all week. So Let's get this bread, guys. Let's do it. Let's win another. Shout out to the DFS club. Let's win another slate, guys. Let's win another fight card. You want to join the team? It's www.dfsclub.com, guys. The largest, the best in the industry, and that's going to do it. So I'm barely going to sleep tonight. I'm so excited. Great card. So let's say our prayer. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. God bless your friends. God bless your neighbors if you like them. Where we go one, we go all, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this bread. And remember, don't take shit from nobody. I live and die by that, guys. That's my wisdom, my old man wisdom for the night. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. Take care.